She's got that heat, man.
Yo, what's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome to the We Sample Everything What's in Your iPad podcast, and we are presenting the verses with Beatmaker3 versus Koala Sampler. Yeah. So let's get this thing started off. You know what I mean? Just introduce everybody. My name is Cheese. Next to me, I got my man Cypher Omni. Next to him, got the homie Dragonfly Bra. And on the controls is the one that only Misled. So, how we gonna do this? How we gonna start this off, y'all? What y'all think? Man. How y'all think we should rock this? Start this out.
I think I should say something and show something quickly.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna bring up a comment that we received on IG, and this is exactly why I wanted to do this versus.
What we got?
Coming right now.
Yo, shout out to everybody in the chat that's joining us right now, man. We appreciate you guys, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
Jerry Pizzini's in the house. We got Michael Mix Studios in the house.
I see M Wash
John
Soul.
the B615. Yep. We got M Wash in the house.
So,
okay.
This comment was left basically saying no comparison. Why are we doing this? So I thought about this a lot. And even if you took half of the shit Beatmaker3 has, like macros and all that detailed stuff, and we just compared samplers on each, there's a comparison.
Oh no, absolutely.
And that's the purpose of this versus battle, because we're gonna explain all that to you and weed out the pros and cons. So I like this comment. What's his name? Pray for Beats. I hope you're in here with that energy today, because you never responded back.
Shots fired. Let's get it.
I hope you join us. I hope you're in here. Give us a thumbs up if you're in the chat, please. It's no beef, but I welcome all the smoke. So yeah. Now, back to what she said. I'm gonna take this comment down, and I don't know where you guys want to start. Who wants to start? How are we gonna start?
I mean, well, let's
start on the sampler.
Yeah, that's the best place to start.
Okay.
So if we start with samplers.
Whatever, yeah.
If we start with the sampler, I mean, I could say the two of them head to head, honestly, like just the sampler alone, like they both excel at things that the other one doesn't.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, cause like with Beatmaker3, you could do like key groups and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you can chop samples. You can do everything. Like, you know what I mean? But with Koala though, you can kind of do like, you could do like a sample, like, you know, pitched up and down. You know what I mean? But it's not like a really like key groups. You know what I'm saying? Like you know. Yeah. So like, but that's not to say that Koala sampler is not dope, because Koala's really not made for that. If you really think about it, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's because, you know, it's made for you to hit just like I fuck with Koala like this on the phone. You know what I mean? So it's like you texted. So you're not gonna be playing no, you know, piano like that. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but as far as the
Yeah,
sample,
it's not as technical as Beatmaker 3.
No,
You know what I'm
no.
saying? Nowhere close, you know.
Well,
Well,
I think that's the beauty of it too.
Yeah, I was
Right.
about to say, yeah, no doubt. So to me, like if I'm trying to do something real quick, I do Koala for sure. So like when I say before Koala came out the Samurai Chops, I'd go with Beatmaker 3. But after the Samurai Chop, like whenever the new expansion came out, the Samurai Pack,
Yeah.
I've been on Koala 9 out of 10.
They
for some
changed it
sample
when they
chops,
when they updated that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like now, so it's kind of like, do I want to use it inside of something else or by itself? All by itself, sometimes I go Beatmaker 3 just because it's all in there. I'll make that sample chop and I'll keep on going, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm doing something like AUM or something like that, I'll definitely usually pop out Koala, do the chops in there, and just use whatever soft sense I need besides that.
Yeah. And plus with that update, the dope thing about it is it made like Koala was already like dope, and you could like kind of like you could figure out ways to work with it like outside of Koala. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like be it like somehow like exporting whatever you had to export. You know what I'm saying? But like when that update came or whatever, like a lot of the exporting options, it seemed like they increased, and plus you got that what's the joint on there oh my god, the piano roll. You had the piano roll basically. Like once you put that on there, and then the fact that you could just drag them notes, I mean, it's over at that point. I mean, So Koala is very strong, basically what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Right. Can Syph, I'm interested to know how you feel being like a newer producer. I know you kind of jump back and forth with those, so I'm interested in your views, like coming into iOS brand new. What do you think about them?
I mean, I started out, completely backwards, but not really backwards, but with going into, I started with Beatmaker 3, of course, because Koala came out afterwards. But Koala to me is more convenient if you're more of a newbie. You know what I'm saying? The convenience is it's a real big factor in what side. Because you know what I'm saying? Because Beatmaker 3, of course, is more comprehensive. You got to spend a lot more time with it and stuff like that. And I'm still learning stuff out of Beatmaker 3 to keep it a buck. You know?
Me too, bro.
I'm not as producer savvy as because I'm more of the MC type. But as far as the usability and the ease of Koala, that's a lot of people just look at the time factor too, like, yo, I ain't got a whole lot of time to go into all the settings and all this different stuff. I could just jump on Koala, boom, 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 throw something up, bounce, and I'm out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
So able to bounce. Bounce with Ableton Live and Koala.
And you know what else is dope about Koala too is the resample workflow on there. Like how easy it is to just resample something. Like that makes it's not that Beatmaker 3 is not easy to resample, but like it's like a more involved process. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think like the ease is definitely Koala 1. That's 1 for
It's
Koala
got an edge
already.
for sure.
Because it kind of forces you could come in and just get to work. Where me personally, I tend to get lost in Beatmaker 3, adding shit and trying to play with different things. So I get that part of it. I want to talk about accuracy, because for me, Koala is not as accurate as Beatmaker 3. The time stretch is not as accurate. And I've done like tests. I really sat there and took the same sample and chopped it in there, chopped it in that. Yeah, bro, you right. I see you with the little chat aside. The price is ridiculous. So Koala won in price. Because what was it, $4, and BM3 was like 30 or 25 or something. Yeah, 20.
I think I caught it on I don't know if it was a sale at the time, but I caught it for the 20. Yeah.
But what about you had to put how much is that expansion pack down? I think it's like the Samurai one.
Yeah, that's right. So when you
what was that?
It's like $4 plus
$7 or something like that.
I think you're still like right under $10 down.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think the pack might be more than Koala base price.
Yeah, even then it's still beaten in price. But you guys don't ever have problems with the you never notice like the time stretch in Koala's a little off?
See with Koala, I know that the time stretch is not going to be I don't know, like you just using short waves, or like you using like
the full,
like,
you know, our full, the way we chop our 16, the full
oh, like just a loop.
When you do equal
Yeah.
chop, you put like
right.
That's
no,
because
because that's what I was gonna say. Because I don't really notice. It's not. It doesn't sound as good as Beatmaker3 to me. But like, because Beatmaker3, it almost sounds like it's not even compressed. Like it depending on if you don't go too far with the tempo. But like Koala, like it's a like I like it. You know
I
what
was
I
about
mean?
to say, yeah. So you know it has those modes where you can make it sound dirty on purpose.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
On Koala, right? So I like the SP1200 and you know the SPI, which is a whole nother topic. But when I do Koala, I don't even go to the SPI because I just put it on that dirty sample mode.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
and I keep it like I'll do that on purpose and then print it out and maybe even import that into Beatmaker3.
the sound out of those two apps is a whole other topic.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I'm team BM3 all day, but so far I'm only giving points to Koala right now. And that's crazy because I give Koala that. I think the sound coming out of Koala naturally is doper than the Beatmaker3. However, we all know you can add mad stuff into that BM3 to make it sound better. But on some natural shit, the sound comes out of Koala better. Now,
Like the quality better out of Koala.
the quality, but the accuracy, what I was saying, that I noticed it was different. I don't remember how. I knew one time I was chopping a sample and I was like, it's not coming out right. So, you know, you go to another one, you'd be like, all right, let me just go to another beat. I'll go back to this. It's just me. And the same thing was happening. So I took all of that over to Beatmaker3 and it was way more accurate. And Beatmaker3 is so accurate. I honestly think it's better than the Kai software time stretch and everything. Like anything I ever used, I will honestly say Beatmaker3 has been more accurate than anything.
I'll say this one about the time stretch in BM3. Like you could have that joint on, right? You know what I'm saying? And then like I used to just have like once you had a loop set up, you have the market set and your shit is already like basically is set up like with the tempo. I would just change the tempo on a beat. You know what I mean? Like
right.
Just to see how it sounds and it don't lose a step like live.
Facts.
So
It's
to
a
me,
beast.
so Beatmaker3 is like a DAW. It's like
Live,
right? So it's almost like Ableton Live and iPad, but Koala to me is like an SP404. So like even though Koala is like an iPad app, it gives you kind of like more of a hardware flavor when you use it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like once you go to the effects and you start kind of like playing around, it's like definitely a hands-on type, experience. Where on Beatmaker3, it's kind of like a program it and hit play experience.
Yeah. I guess you would probably almost compare it to like iMpc against SP404.
The new one, maybe.
Yeah, the new one, definitely.
Yeah.
Not that A or the SX or the new one. But because with Beatmaker3, the fact that you can bring so many things in there, like you could bring Koala in that shit, Koala effects in that shit. I'm not gonna lie though, having the effects on Koala is convenient. Like even though you can do all of this in Beatmaker3, the setup of it all is dope. And that brings me back to
but the natural performance effects and
what you mean, the stock effects?
No, like the performance effects that you get from Koala are way better than the performance effects on Beatmaker3. Like that cutter or whatever the hell is on Beatmaker3, I never got that damn thing. You know what I mean? Like I never understood that. You know what I mean? It's not a diss. It just never worked for me. You know what I mean? And I guess there's a way that I don't know. I tried it like mad times. You know what I'm saying?
Well, not only the effects better, you could resample with those same good effects and then export the same thing out. That's what I'm saying. So like now it's like even though I like both, a lot more recently I'm going leaning towards Koala because you got the effects, you got the sampler, you can really get something like real dirty and make it come out of the iPad in a way that normally you couldn't do. Like with a surgical type DAW like Beatmaker3, it's gonna come out kind of like how it went in and let you start doing some effects in there or kind of like putting some external plugins.
Right.
That's absolutely right. That's for real.
Can we go
So-
to the chat? Let's go to the chat and see.
Yo,
what
I
everyone's
saw
saying.
something in the chat that I
Talk
wanted
to
to
me.
bring up. Where is it? Oh my goodness. What is it? Oh, Styron Pennywell said only one works on the iPhone. Talking about shot fired. That shot fired.
So that's a point for the other.
Hey, y'all let us know in the chat who y'all rolling with, man. Who y'all got? Who y'all
Okay.
got in the game? You know what I'm saying?
So
Yeah,
look,
I'm about
yeah,
to-
this one's what's it?
What happened?
Tamadashi said Koala is great for field captures and editing for bringing the sounds into your project, right? So talk about the sampling part. So sampling on Beatmaker 3 is definitely not the same as sampling on Koala,
Nah, Koala is like touch and go.
right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you set your input, which is real easy to do. Like with Beatmaker 3, it's like everything like on Beatmaker 3 is more of a process. Like, you know what I mean? But like Brad said, it's Beatmaker 3 is like it's a full door. Like, you know what I mean? Like the only thing is really missing, truthfully, is mixer groups. You know what I mean? But you can get that if you're using a sampler. You know what I mean? Like as opposed to using like the audio tracks. You know, but they need mixer groups for the audio tracks. You get that, and that's all you need. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, it's complete. You know, like especially like with the AUV3s basically being like a VST for a computer. You know what I mean? And like all the ones that's out there, and you know that type of flexibility you get with Beatmaker 3. I don't know. I like both. You know what I mean? And
It kind of depends on the space, time, scenario you're in. You know,
That's-
if you want to move, you know, I mean, Koala.
nah, that's facts. That's absolute facts. Because I know I was on the train the other day, and I made a beat on Koala. You know what I'm saying?
That's hella convenient.
What about automation now? See, I mean, so like if you need automation or if you're trying to like
BM3.
kind of like get detail there, that's
Yeah.
BM3 all day. So if you're trying to like make a final product, you want to send this out to somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, even still, I might even export Koala and go into BM3 for that stuff because then you
Mhm.
stack,
I'm not. Yeah, I do that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I do that. That's why I'm team BM3 no matter what, because I think I just always go back to do everything in Beatmaker 3.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said I think it was last show or the show before, like I can't just take a professional beat and just pull it out of either of those and give it to someone. It still has to be, you know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
And
You gotta touch it up. Yeah.
I can touch it up in Beatmaker 3 with all the add-ins and shit, all the plugins you could bring in.
Yeah, that's real.
Jerry Pizzini said BM3 needs lazy chop mode.
Yeah, big time.
And I agree.
Yeah.
That would be dope. Hey Jerry, that would be dope. JJ on the beat. I'm both Koala and Beatmaker 3. I'm not mad at that though.
But he said Koala can get an idea. out
Nah,
of
you gotta
anywhere,
pick
though.
one. You gotta pick one. No,
No,
we're not
look
here.
later though. Look down lower though. He said Koala can get a beat out of anywhere though.
That's true.
Yeah, exactly. That was kind of the point I was
Yeah.
conveying too. Yeah,
It's like
100%.
LP1 kind of like. I mean, give you the immediate hands-on, let's go type thing. Like you can get something going in like a couple minutes, and then you have the head nod, and then that kind of like lends towards like finishing the beat, or at least making some more progress.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. If we sat here and we broke down, like we all agree, simplicity, Koala gets that.
With a mixer, Beatmaker 3 all day.
Oh my God.
Like it's no
So
mixer.
BM3
I mean,
mixer.
So,
There's
yeah,
no
I'm
mixer
so
at all.
glad.
I mean, like
Yeah,
natural
mixer
kind of like
being-
going,
yeah.
you get your samples right, but like levels, and then each channel, like, oh man, come on, you have to play it in like how it goes, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Facts. So that's 1 and 1. The sound. Who agrees that the sound is better? See, but that's a tough one because
Yeah,
even though the
it's like
sound is
what
better
sound
in
do you
Koala,
want?
you can make
Yeah.
it. You can beef it up in Beatmaker 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So are we
Right.
gonna go by natural sound or what you can do?
Well, I mean, if you were only using, like, for example, if you were only using the bit crusher and the filters and
Right.
EQs in Beatmaker 3 to make it sound like Koala, right? Just the effects, the standard effects in Beatmaker 3. How does that sound?
Just stock.
Yeah. How do you?
The
what do you guys think
stock
about that?
sounds in Beatmaker 3 are great. I love them. I
Yeah.
think they're really good.
Like,
They're
I think
clean.
the effects are good. I think the effects are
clean.
good. I think you can get the sound you're looking for. You know what I mean? It just takes some fucking work.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know what
sound
I mean?
quality wise, I think like for the sound quality, it's like two different animals. So you go for one,
facts.
which one is clean, and which one gives you kind of like hardware dirt, like 80s, 90s hardware box.
Mhm.
If you're looking for the dirt, I mean, some people will stay away from Beatmaker 3 just for that. I mean, because it's a little bit harder to make it dirty.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of the things you put together, Beatmaker 3.
Yeah.
Syph have connections. Syph, you checked out on us. It's all good, but
Beatmaker 3 is jumping on us. All right.
You bet.
Styron Pennywell said this is a sampler versus a DAW. Correct, but like I said, if we eliminated half the shit in Beatmaker 3 and we just compared that to Koala, we still got a little topic. Like I said, we take out
Koala
those.
plus AUM.
I'll
That
say
girl
this
should
much.
kill it alone.
Yeah, if Koala had macros.
Oh my god, could you guys imagine?
No, man.
I mean, but I don't know. Like, yeah, because if you could save what you were doing to those live effects, you know what I mean? Like within your sequence, like, is that possible?
I don't think it
It's not
is.
possible, right?
Unless you're recording on
Yeah.
automation.
It has to be like a live. Like you can't go back and edit though, right? It's like you just have to do it.
Wait,
Yeah, because
so-
it records out in MIDI. You could go ahead and edit it.
Wait, so you could
The automation part?
You could order. So basically,
Yeah.
you could
And
automate
as soon
in
as-
Koala.
I'm talking about
that's what I was
Beatmaker
about to
3.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
I'm talking about Koala.
Oh, okay, let me
Oh,
shut up.
okay.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
but I'm saying on Koala you can do it, right? But when you hit record and it plays the whole song through, and if you mess up, you just need to go back and do it again. Right?
Oh, the resample mode, basically.
Is that what it is on Koala? When you do a song, you can go and hit record, and it.
Yeah, I think you're basically just resampling it when you're doing it with the effects.
Okay.
And then when you finish recording that, the effects reset themselves, remember?
Yeah,
I didn't
so
even
like
know
a
that.
one-timer.
Nah, you do. You just not.
Yeah.
You don't realize what I'm saying, but trust me, you do.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying no. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't be getting. Like, that's the thing about Koala though. For me, is because I use it when I'm on the go. I don't really get to get that deep into it. Like, you know what I mean? Because like I use it. I use it in probably like at most like maybe like 20 minutes in 20-minute spurts. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And, I mean, that's a
increments,
lot. That's enough time to get a lot of shit done. Koala. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, the more hours you put in, you know, and I'm not, you know, if I'm just doing it like I'm traveling, boom, I got to go to another train, then I got to go another train. You know what I mean?
Right.
But with Beatmaker 3, like I feel like I sit down, like when
Makes
I'm
you
using
calm.
that, is when I got more, like when I got more time, you know, just make sure I do more because you need more time. I don't know.
So
Stop.
on YouTube, on Beatmaker 3 on YouTube, the stuff that I do on my YouTube channels, like I just hit play. Like I already have everything all there. Like I recorded, the automation is on there. If I need fade-ins and all that, but on Koala, I'll record it, do the performance, record it, the cameras and everything when you're doing like your YouTube shoots. But then I'll do like a pick out of 2 out of 3 on which one's the best because it doesn't have like the automation where I could be perfect on Beatmaker 3.
Yeah.
What's good, CX the producer? Thanks for joining. Styron said Koala plus AUM versus BM3 is a fairer fight. I'm not mad at that.
I don't
Yeah,
really
I'm not
say
mad at
well.
that.
I never got it. I don't have nothing against it. I just never got it.
And
AUM,
Koala
I can't talk
plus
about that.
AUM is probably more stable, he said,
More stable than what? And more stable than
than Beatmaker 3.
Then
So,
Beatmaker
Styron,
3.
you have problems with Beatmaker 3? You crashed?
I had a
on?
couple.
Yeah, I know you. I know UNG said
Yeah,
you have a
I've
lot of
had
Beatmaker
crashing.
3 be
that-
be one
Yeah.
crash.
Even on my iPad too.
that last update, like fixed a lot of that. But then every once in a while, I might just go in and I just press something, and then all of a sudden home screen.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Like
Yeah.
crazy.
See,
thing.
and that's crazy that it works differently for some people because I never had no problems with Beatmaker 3.
That's
Like,
crazy
never.
because I've had the complete opposite a lot of times.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know when you start adding shit in, like
Yeah.
I be having
Well,
like
yeah, of course.
Beef, RX9. You know, I be having like 4 or 5 things on one
See,
track.
But that's the thing. You then like with Beatmaker. That's the thing about Koala though, because like Koala teaches you to like fucking like you gotta sample that. You know what I mean? Commit that straight to the sound. And if you work that way in Beatmaker 3 and you're just using like audio tracks, that shit is fine. You know what I mean? Like, but like
I always
it's like
render.
Yeah, you got to
ASAP. And this video I'm about to pull up.
And it's not a diss to Beatmaker 3, you know what I mean? Because y'all know this one. Beatmaker is the squad, you know. But
I would hope you loved it.
Go ahead, Flex King. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, like nah, and you know, there's no affiliation.
Right.
I'm just letting them know, like.
Oh, you reminded me. Can I just really quickly? I just want to say shout out to both of these app developers. You know, this is all in fun, guys. We're not trying to really divide. We're just playing. We show love to both of these apps. They're both great apps. You guys did a great job making them and keeping them going. So don't get it twisted. I hope you guys
and changing people's lives, man. You know?
Facts.
Yeah.
And the greatness of it is the reason why we would pit them against each other.
Right.
Like, hey, what do you want? You think it's better? Like, fuck it.
And Wash, what up? He said, "Yep, still crashes sometimes." So it crashes to him too. That's crazy.
Hey, I got a new category though.
What's that?
Recording vocals.
Ooh.
You know, that's good because I actually wanted to ask Cypher.
What about people
that
finish songs? Yeah.
Hey, come on, man. We can't even. There's nothing to discuss with that. Beatmaker 3. I mean, you know.
All day.
Yeah, that's kind of yeah.
I've done a whole song in Beatmaker 3 with vocals and everything. It works just like a song.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got.
It's a little tricky because Miss Led had to walk me through on how to get the vocals to actually, you know what I'm saying, to get it popping in there. It is a little bit of a learning curve.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a buck,
scary,
but but once you get it down, man, it's you know what I'm saying, it's a wrap.
Especially if you're gonna export it out someplace else and mix it.
And get it mixed and mastered anyway, get it touched up. You know?
If I was gonna do it all in the box, I'd use probably like Steinberg Cubasis. But that's only if I knew I was
Cubasis is another good one for vocals too.
Yeah, you always talk about Cubasis for vocals.
Well, we're in talks right now with Vortex. Shout out to Vortex from Mobile Music Pro. The Cubasis God. We're in talks on who we're gonna put against Cubasis. I don't know. He's gonna help us out because we don't use Cubasis that much anymore, and he loves that shit. He's always in that shit. You use it a lot, Brian?
Yeah. I mean, so
2 or 3?
Not. What do you mean? Oh, I use 2.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I don't use it that often.
3 was
like when I do.
Yeah.
But when I do, right.
And then I already bought it too. I don't like buying the same thing. Like I looked at the features, like what do you get from 2 to 3? It wasn't worth it. You know, like I was just gonna do, you know, like mostly beats. Every now and then do a whole song in there. But for the songs, you have like the Waves plugin, so you have like the good.
That's amazing.
You got a good limiter. You know, you have some decent master bus stuff where you can export it out and give an artist like a decent copy before they leave.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. So Beatmaker 3, you could do it. It'd be maybe a little bit harder than with Cubase because Cubase is kind of like set up like the old PC.
Yeah.
DAW. You know, they try to transfer it over in that way, but Beatmaker 3 gives you the same options technically.
Yeah, Cubasis gives me kind of like that Audacity or kind of fit. You know what I'm saying? Like it gives me that kind of feel.
Cool Edit Pro back
Cool Edit, yeah.
I love the look and the layout of Cubasis because it's just so simple. But why I brought that up because we want to know who we can put that against, and we said Garageband maybe, but we feel like that Cubasis is too powerful. So maybe something like either Aurea Pro or Roland. Which one, Cheese? Is it Zen
Beats.
Well, we'll figure it out. So you guys keep that open there. We're gonna figure that out soon. But we're gonna do that maybe a couple shows down the line. Type what you would like us to do next. What 2 apps you would like to see in the bottom right now while we continue this discussion, just so we get an idea. I know we definitely want to do like Cheese, what you said, Fly Tape versus
Fly Tape versus
any apps
some
you guys...
other joints, you know what I mean? Like
right.
Yo, I like what
like
CX the producer just said in the chat too. And I'm sure we've all talked about this on the podcast before too. That Beatmaker 3 needs some serious competition to make them update because they haven't had an update in a while.
Facts.
Nah, that's a whole fact.
It's true.
I would love to
definitely
see an
all fact.
update, and I think that Beatmaker 3 is capable of being. If they added maybe 3 to 5 more things, it'd be finished.
Yeah.
And it's little stupid things. I think
Mhm.
it'd be amazing. It'll beat everything out.
Yeah. Yo, Beatmaker 3, like I remember before I was using the iPad, I was using Machine, right? And when I got to Beatmaker 3, like I was like, yo, this feels just like Machine. Like, you know what I mean? Like the way because like the way it works, so you sample to a pad, and that pad can either, you know, be stretched across, like, you know, like by pitch, or you can, like, you know, chop it up and move it around, you know, and every pad is its own sampler. Like, you know what I mean? Just like Machine. The only thing that was different with Machine and Beatmaker 3 was that you could put an effect on a pad in Machine and send the audio from one pad to another pad. You know what I mean? But you still got effections in Beatmaker 3. You know what I mean? And you got and every bank is its own every bank has its own fader, and then you double tap and you get to more faders. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
so
unbeatable.
Yeah, you get real deep on that, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Listen, all you
like,
koala lovers, don't come in here with that energy, because that right there is unbeatable.
Yeah,
That's
like,
why they're mad at me. That's why they're like, this ain't no comparison. You cheating.
yeah, they yeah, it's like
It's better than Akai.
Yeah.
So Akai got where you
Yeah.
go like do like pad mixer. Like if you just double click it and you have everything on there, Beatmaker 3 got a Kai beat on that. Like,
Mhm.
put
Yeah.
together, you can still add a plugin just to one sound, like just snare drum, put a reverb on it.
Like you could gain stage crazy in Beatmaker 3 because like you got the sample there. There's already a level on the sampler itself right there before it gets to the secondary fader, and before it even gets to the primary fader. So you got 3 levels right there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like on Koala, you have that one level. You know what I mean? Like if I'm not mistaken, I don't think there's no other one. You know, you can adjust the volume. You know, so like I said, you get way more detail with Koala. I mean, excuse me, with Beatmaker 3 than you can with Koala. But like, I don't know, they just like, if I had to choose a side, I ain't telling you right now.
Yeah, I was about to say. Nah. So look, at the end, before we do everything, let everybody pick. If you had to have one out of the 2 and you can only have one, which one would you pick?
Oh, word.
Oh yeah, put them on the spot, bro.
Write it down
put
in
them on
the
the
chat.
spot.
Yeah.
Write that down in the chat.
I say mine too. I got one. I might know, but still, yeah.
Well, I'm not changing my mind. Beatmaker 3 is just gonna be mine forever. So, yeah, that's mine, and it's the do it all for me. That shit does it all. Like, where were we? We was at 1 and 1 though. What we said for sound? How was we comparing that? With or without adding?
I think you can't. I don't think you can have a winner on sound because it's like what you choose. Just put 1 and 1 on sound.
Well, see, with sound,
I think we can though.
talk
Yeah,
about
go ahead.
Clean sound?
No, but just in general, like for sound, like see, here's the thing about it though, right? Because of the limited amount of things that you can do with with Koala, like, you know what I mean, like you have to bring certain sounds in. Like if you're just using Koala alone, I know people are talking about using it with AUM and stuff like that, but like if you're just using Beatmaker, we just talking about Beatmaker 3 straight up versus Koala,
right, no effects,
you know?
no ad.
Yeah,
right.
If you're using
and
that,
you export it out.
yeah.
Which one sounds better, right? My
Beatmaker
bad.
3.
No, it's good.
Beatmaker 3.
No, I'm not gonna say Beatmaker 3 sounds better, but I'm gonna say Beatmaker 3 is more versatile. You can get more like you can get a wider variety of sounds out of it.
That's true.
Because you can use more, like you have more effects. You know what I mean? Like you know, like Koala is dope, but like it's like Brad said, it has a sound, and that's the dope part. But that's the dope part about it. You know what I mean? It has its own like sound, like so, like you know how people love like SP1200 that has a sound. How people love like every, you know, whatever sample you want to throw up. You know, each one has its own like signature sound. So it has a signature sound, and so like I don't know, it's just to get other types of sounds out of it. Like I feel like you have a higher chance of achieving that with Beatmaker 3 to get like, you know, more different, wider variety of sounds. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
But
by a
what
long
about
shot.
what
Yeah.
about if we just didn't put nothing on it? I'm saying.
Now the sound still have to say Beatmaker 3. I
No,
agree.
that's
think-
what I'm
Even
saying.
when you talk about the stock, yeah.
I think
No, I'm
no. I
talking about
think
using stock
literally. No, I'm talking about bring something in, bring one wave in,
Mhm.
both of those apps, and export it right back out. That sound. Don't put nothing on it.
No,
Don't put.
I wouldn't say anybody wins that.
Nah, I
there's
think
a-
Koala wins that. If you
Really?
listen back to I've tested it. That's how I know.
That's good.
I've tested it to see, and Koala is more clearer, and this is just without anything on both ends. So I personally just give that one to Koala.
Okay.
And
Sure.
now, if you were to beef shit up and use effects, then yes, Beatmaker 3 would win. But that's like a cheat because you can add so much in. That's why I said just no sound, no effects and nothing, no plugins, nothing. Just straight in and out. Koala is clearer. We all know Beatmaker 3 got like that. It lowers your shit too, like
So-
automatically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It
okay.
does. I thought I was the only one.
So
No,
on
it
sound-
definitely does.
I thought it only happened to me. I thought it was going crazy.
Nah, it definitely does.
Yeah, same.
So that's I don't know. For sound, you guys think Beatmaker 3 is better in that aspect, or
Well, I was kind of like going more for the aspect that you can use the mixer and you could
okay?
make your sounds better before they come out. And yeah, you would need to kind of like use some kind of like good master bus limiting or some kind of compression or something to bring the levels back up. And yeah, Koala exports really good. I mean, I'm not sure how you could say a winner really for sound right now, because like if you have something that has like good, deep editing or vocals or something, you'd have to give it a BM3. But if you just want to go like wave in, wave out, then I can see what you're saying about Koala. And then I do think Koala, exports out real clean. So if you don't do anything dirty to it, it will still sound like a good record,
Yeah, it
Yeah,
kind
I
of
would-
depends on what the sound that you're chasing.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's hit the chat. Let's hit the chat.
So let's put the score up. So sound will say, well, what was before that?
I don't remember, but I'm writing it now.
So the sound was one of them.
Yeah, so I know mixer was BM3.
Oh yes. Yeah. Mixer, mixing.
All right.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
I can cheat on Koala and get some good things going, like to get a good mix coming out, just basically using the volume fader, the volume like a fader. You know what I mean? So it's like I'll put a kick at a certain level, snare at a certain level. Just like you would, and then you just put the whole button on and just use a compressor and certain other effects to get that extra grit out of it. You know what I'm saying? But that goes over everything. You know what I'm saying? So you can't put certain things on certain, I don't know.
Thank you, J-Man. I was wondering if you guys could hear that. Anyway, hit the chat because we got some good comments in here. Who want to hit this while I switch up over here? I see some good shit coming in. I see
one. Yeah,
CX the
producer,
producer. Yeah, shout out. And I know we didn't forget you.
Yeah.
We're gonna holler at you. Somebody read his comments. He got some
Said,
good things. Styron
He
Stone.
said Nano Studio 2 is the closest to Beatmaker 3 because they're both linear sequencers, excuse me. Now, the Nano just doesn't have audio tracks, but its sequencer editing is way better than Beatmaker 3.
That's a whole fact.
I know J1 like that.
Yeah, Nano Studio is hard body. And
that's
effects
JBJ's
in Nano Studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
And let's not forget about what's the joint called? Obsidian?
Obsidian.
Synth in there?
Amazing.
Obsidian Synth. Yeah.
That is
But
amazing.
still that's one of them that still gets kind of slept on a little bit, man.
Yeah.
I forgot about it until Cheese brought it up last week. I totally forgot about it in the studio. Like how? How dare me?
Wow.
J-Man artist, shout out J-Man. He said Fly Tape versus Fly Tape 2 versus Segments Effects versus Koala Effects. I like where you're going, J-Man.
Should throw Cleveland in there.
This is what the
Cleveland
Doing a Royal Rumble tag team.
Dark cassette in there too.
which one, Brian?
Dark cassette.
Yeah, that's like, but
Dog
we could
cassette.
we could do those with some of the other cassette ones because there's
Dark
like
cassette
five.
versus Fly Tape.
There's
Low
like
Fly
5
Dirt.
cassettes out there.
Yeah.
Joints.
Yeah.
but
Do all the tapes. Yeah, with
Yeah.
the Dirt Makers.
That's not bad. That's not a bad one. All the time.
Dirt makers.
Yeah.
No, that'll be dope. You kidding me?
You gotta have those. Now you need all the flavors too.
Yeah.
You need that more than you need EQ today.
Facts.
I mean, you can just cut off some low end or whatever inside the dirt makers and just put it back on track, and then just have your drums go through whatever you want. You'll be done.
Look, Styron said AUM is a great sandbox for sound design. It's like a bunch of cables and a mixer that you plug everything into, jam and explore sounds. Great for adding extra sauce to samples before chopping. So, Styron, what would you put AUM against? Because we did have this discussion too about AUM, and what did we say? Audio bus maybe? But even though AUM would smoke it, maybe something like 8 Matrix. But 8 Matrix is such a menu diving app. It's just, and it's so much you can do in there. But yeah, well,
I don't use.
You can do looping in AUM too, right? You use it like a looper.
What, AUM?
Yeah, AUM. Yeah,
Yeah, you can pretty much do anything. Yeah.
Can you use Koala like a looper?
I mean,
I think so.
no, but just play your shit and don't stop it.
While you're recording a sequence, can you make a new sample?
While
While
you're
you-
recording.
While
Your
you're
sequence.
We both had
New
this.
sample. Yeah.
But you can resample your sequences.
Yeah, right. I got you. Chop that up. Yeah.
Tomo, I don't even know how to say your name, but you show so much love. I love you.
That's a fact.
Tamagotchi.
Yeah.
If you could only have one of the two, it would be, if I could only have one of the two, it would be BM3. That's right.
Yeah, I mean, like that's
He said Nano Studio versus BM3, Cubasis 3 versus Aurea Pro. I was looking in that. Vortex told me to look at that Roland. Was it Roland Zen Beats or
Zen Beats.
It is, right?
Oh no, the Zen Tracker.
Tracker, one of them.
Joint.
And I opened it and I was like blown away because I had it, but I never really used it a lot. I didn't have the time. And when I opened it, I was like, wow, this might be the one.
No,
So-
Zen Beats is fire.
Against Cubasis. That might be the one.
Yeah.
Or Aurea Pro. But do I want to dig back into that bag?
Aurea Pro.
Why you got the face like that, yo?
Because
That joint
it
is
was
like,
good, but
wow.
it was yeah. What you
It's
said.
like I used to use Pro Tools a lot, right? And so like Aurea Pro it gives you like a Pro Tools vibe or whatever. You know what I mean? But like it's not, to me it's not as like easy as to use as Pro Tools is. You know what I mean?
It's
And
not
like,
easy.
I never got it. I saw what it is, but I was like,
Well, you don't need it now with all the stuff that we have out, but
But the only thing about Aurea Pro though, it has like effects from like PSP. I think like, it has some effects that's and it has like but it was like one of the first programs I think that had like joints that you could buy extra effects in or something like that. Like because they had Fab Filter joints before Fab Filter like made them AV3.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like so.
Partnership.
yes, you were right. For the longest, that shit had shit no one else had, and it's been around for a while.
And that mix, I ain't that mixer and
Aria.
how's it?
Aurea has one of the
That's
best.
just crazy.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
See, they put Cubasis against that then. Yeah, they put Cubasis back in there then. Again, that's what it was against, right? Aria versus Cubasis. That's what you said.
Maybe, or the Roland Zen,
Zen Beats.
or Tracker, whatever. Which
I
one?
know. But wait, they were saying Cubasis. I like Cubasis versus Zen Beats. Not for nothing.
Yeah, I think that'll work.
But
I think that's it.
That might be the next one.
or
no, that's not
Zen
the next
Beats
one.
versus Nano
not the next
Studio.
one.
Because I think
coming
Zen
up
and Nano is closer, is kind of a closer, like, because they both kind of, they have similar features and like some things that they do very well, but the other ones do better.
Random. Who do we put GarageBand against then?
You just GarageBand is gonna have to go in like in a three-way street brawl.
Because GarageBand
like bad what's the Brooklyn Brawler, you know? It's not the disc GarageBand, you know what I mean? I like the Brooklyn Brawler. It came out every time before hard, you know what I mean?
So the thing about GarageBand is that anybody can use it, has it, and it does almost everything at least a little bit.
Yeah.
Cheese, you might be. I don't know how you feel about this comment that just came in. CX, the producer, said GarageBand versus Core Gadget.
You don't think Core Gadget's
Oh
more
yeah, that'd
powerful?
be good.
No,
that'd
that's
be
actually
good.
a good.
That'd
That's
actually
actually a good one.
It would be good. It would be good.
Because there's a lot of things that Core Gadget does, but doesn't
Some
do
stuff
it very
does.
well.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
If you have to record vocals in Gadget, like
It's a wrap.
I mean, I've done it before. It's just
Put a little audio track on.
It's weird as hell
That's
because like
what it's a
instead
little
of you having
bit.
one,
Yeah,
but that's I ain't
that'd
mad.
be actually pretty good. Yeah.
I'm not mad at that either. You know what I'm saying?
Jerry said GarageBand is just too much.
Yo, listen, GarageBand, all GarageBand need to me is a good sample. That's it. Like if you have to use GarageBand on its own with nothing else, like to me what it's missing is a sampler that works. You know what I mean? That sampler they got in is like
trash.
It's like, come on, bro. Like I can't even.
I'm gonna keep it buck, and and y'all already know I go hard for GarageBand.
Syph is the GarageBand king.
But look, so if you do get something to GarageBand and it's decent, those After Effects, they might be a little bit better than Koala. The effects, like the performance effects in
I love those.
GarageBand.
Yeah, I love the performance effects.
Out dancing around the room, like
people sleep on that.
Yeah, big time. Like it changes everything after you get to that point. Like you put that up and then you like DJ
I be in
mode.
there like
oh man,
playing with that little swap.
Yeah, big time.
And the crazy shit is you can record those movements.
Yep.
In GarageBand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
facts.
GarageBand's not to be slept on for real. I mean, like I'm saying, you can get busy in there.
Yeah, GarageBand's amazing for vocals.
And then you can put other stuff in GarageBand. You use the interactive media, right? What's it?
Yeah, the AV3.
Yeah.
AV3 plug in.
Yo, check this comment out. Tamadachi, if you want to score or time your beats to your video, you can import the video to Audio Pro and then export the whole thing to audio and video. I didn't know that. Or maybe I forgot. It's been so long since I used that. But the thing is,
GarageBand?
No, Audio.
Really?
Audio Pro.
I never did it. I think I'm pretty sure I've heard about it, but I can't imagine that being like a super easy process. I got Audio. I tried.
Word. I'm gonna try it too.
That's pretty cool.
I just got a gimbal. My brother let me hold his gimbal, so I'm gonna go get some footage, and then hell yeah, you gonna see how.
Did y'all know this? Because BT just said the GarageBand sampler has been updated, so don't sleep.
I did not know that.
Because
shout out to BT for that.
Yeah, they should have made that. They should have made that known. Because I would. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like
Guess who'll be back in the GarageBand?
BT, if you're still here, when did they update it? You can tell us in the comments. Tell us in the chat.
GarageBand has the most radio-ready sound out the box to me. You're probably right about that too. I have no complaints. I used to use. Actually, GarageBand was the first music app I used because I just didn't know.
But you know,
and it was there and free. Sorry, go ahead, bro.
I think it normalizes like every single track. Then was he talking about that before?
Yes, we did talk about that. That's the only thing I don't like. It automatically on the laptop, on the computer, it doesn't. The program doesn't do that. You can change the setting, but on the app, did they BT? Do you know if they fixed that? On every track that you export out of GarageBand, they automatically normalize those stems.
Normalize the volume, man, and some of that used to drive me crazy.
Right, yeah. So I was gonna say, Syph used to be so frustrated. Like, why the heck? Because we exchange a lot when we working on these albums. Them stems are going back and forth, and then, all of a sudden that should be boom.
You have to remix it. Like if you come out of some
ain't nobody got time.
Stem, they got this exact level. Everything is 0 and it plays perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't do that. Yeah. Or at least have a setting to turn that off in the preferences. Can you do that?
Yo, BT. No, you can't turn it off on the app. That's why I'm asking BT.
No, there's no way. There's no way to even go in there to do it. The last I checked. You know what
I don't know if they updated it and fixed it, but
yeah, because it don't matter how you level your shit, it still comes out. Right.
Even if I put the shit on 0 one time and did the test, and then I had to really if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, remember Cheese? I contacted them and spoke to a representative about that shit, and he explained
I do remember that too.
That's the only reason I knew that.
Yeah, that's what you told me. I was like, what? Like, come on, man.
Yeah, that normalizing was wow.
So GarageBand, if you are listening, or any representatives that do work for GarageBand,
Apple,
we're giving you free game. Send us a check.
BT just said he said I adjust knowing that for the track. But how, BT? Because I do the same.
You gotta remix it. Then you gotta go to the mixer.
Yeah,
and
but
yourself up.
do you know?
Kick drum, here's your snare drum. Here's your sample. Hi-hat.
Do you know how hard it is mixing, tweaking sound? You ain't getting that back once it peaking. When that sound peaks,
See,
you're not
it's
fixing
a rap.
that.
It's a rap.
BT said GarageBand was the first app with keyboard shortcuts. Facts. Sure was. Sure was. Well, we totally skipped off the subject. We will be getting right back to the BM3 and Koala. But what do you guys want to see GarageBand against? Type it below. Let us know. What do you want to see GarageBand against? Because that's a hard one. Like I said, I thought Cubasis.
Because we already got the one. Somebody said Cubasis. Or not Cubasis, but Korg Gadget.
Cubasis is too powerful. Oh, Korg Gadget? You guys don't think Korg is... That's kind of a different lane, no?
Gadget is... I fucks with Gadget.
Nah, it's my fault.
You can get a lot of different
GarageBand can do Gadget. Yeah. Go against Gadget.
You know why? I just automatically, when I think of GarageBand, I think of like putting a whole shit together, like vocals mostly, and I don't know if I would sit and do that in Korg.
Yeah, no, I mean, but that's just like Beatmaker3 versus Koala, because you're not doing no, you know what I mean? You're not really doing no vocals in Koala, but they both have a kind of a similar vibe. You know what I mean?
Right?
Like,
I don't know. What do we think?
You can do vocals in Koala. It's just, like I said, it's not fun.
All right. Let's get back to this Beatmaker3 and Koala, and then we're gonna come back to what we're gonna do next, what we should do next. You know what we'll do? We'll name like 4 apps, put it out there, and everyone can choose of what we should do next. But anyway, back to BM3. Bri, we keeping track?
That's what I put it in the chat.
So for the sound, it was what?
I don't know. Y'all tell me.
Okay, so boom,
wants
we'll do
sampling?
this.
Koala wants sampling though, right?
You're bugging.
Who?
I don't think.
If you're talking about ease of actually sampling, then Koala will win that. But if you're talking about the things that you can do as a sampler, Beatmaker3 all day. I'm sorry, like, because it's just too much that you could do in that sampler. You know what I mean? Like the way you could layer those samples.
And then if you're talking accuracy is different too. Because I think, like I said, the accuracy is better in Beatmaker3, I think.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like Koala there's always something off. Like, I don't know if it was an old one before I updated. I don't know. But I would bring those same waves, like I said, samples in BM3, and it'd be a whole different ballgame. I remember.
The fingers that Beatmaker.
Shout out the fingers. Yeah. I remember reaching out to Cheese behind that. Like, yo, your Koala time stretch is not acting up. And he was like, nah, I'm good. You even suggested for me to really trim it down. I'm like, yo, bro, I trimmed that.
Oh, wait. User customization.
That's Beatmaker3. It gotta be.
User customization?
No, yeah, I don't think that's not a mistake.
You can't really. I mean, the only thing you can do on Beatmaker3 is like change the paths. I seen somebody, they had changed their background in Beatmaker3, but they wasn't like really like sharing it. You know what I mean? Or how to do
it could be done, but it's just a still. Yeah, I know how to do it, but it's just a still. It ain't as.
You can't have a video playing like you can have
like Koala is simple. Yeah. You could put a video, you could put effects on that shit, right? You get to choose which way you want that shit to spin, and that's dope.
That is fire.
Everybody agrees on Koala?
For that?
Yeah.
For that, yeah.
Customization.
I'm trying not to
put
No, because I'm putting them on the chat right now.
Oh yeah, facts. Koala gets that.
What's the user background?
I mean, that's Koala. I mean, but
how many after you do that? Tap to slice and non-destructive sample editing. Okay.
Wait, Beatmaker3 has non-destructive sample editing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beatmaker 3 has better undo, though, right? You can go back further on Beatmaker 3, right?
What you mean?
Undo? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's a DAW, basically.
Yeah.
You know?
What about the sequencers?
Sequencer? I feel like the Beatmaker 3 sequencer is way more flexible. Like you just have it's more options. So because you could just like it's just to me like because you have to just like each bank has its own sequence.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, that's
like
crazy.
the remix capability like of that. Like you know what I mean? Like that to me like and. I like the fact that like Koala has the sequences like you could take two whole sequences and put them on top of each other and merge them and stuff like that, or and add them to each other. You just keep doing that. That's how you build the song. But I mean, sequencer. I don't know. I can't lie. Beatmaker for me that's Beatmaker 3.
Put it on there. So what
I
about
think it's friendlier on the eyes too. My bad. Go ahead, bro.
No. What about per pad? So going back to sampling, per pad editing. We said that was Koala, right?
Yeah.
No.
You don't think?
I
I mean,
don't
easier.
agree.
Wait, so on
Easier.
Beatmaker 3, you can go into the pads, right? And you can open up the
Jesus.
mixer.
Easier, but
About-
like
Beatmaker
like
3,
what
you can
can
add
do?
layers and those macros come in, but easier it would be Koala. Simple. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I mean Koala.
Because you can't do shit really. I guess that's
If it's about which one is easier, Koala wins hands down on everything.
Yo, Brian, just
Right.
type easy
No,
in
no,
caps.
yeah,
Koala.
Yeah.
Jerry said the duplicate button is so helpful.
Yeah, facts.
And what, Koala?
Koala, yeah.
Yeah,
So, like,
you're right. You're right. Oh,
you
you're
know how it is.
absolutely right because that's one of the things I be bitching about in Beatmaker 3. They need that. They need to. Oh, actually, they fixed the duplicate the bank. Remember, I was so hyped.
Yeah.
Now you could duplicate the banks
Duplicate
now.
the bank.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
I never like thought to do it, so I never even tried it.
Bryce said easy for everything. Koala, hands down.
Dirt sampling easy. Koala.
Yeah.
Jerry said the rest is Beatmaker 3. Yo, Fingers is swearing by that background customization. I ain't even mad.
Yeah.
BT said BM3 sampler is undefeated even against MPC. Thank you. You agree with me, BT? Thank you. I've been saying that for months.
Like the sampler is that sampler is crazy in there.
Yep.
So
I think
Beatmaker
it's
3 is the best MPC on the iPad over the MPC to me personally.
Yo,
So
see,
if I
this
want
is
to
when we.
do MPC on the iPad, it's Beatmaker 3 all day.
that
Yo,
sampler pretty
and we-
much.
we- Yeah, I wish I had the MPC hooked up with the gunshots. Bah, 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 bah. Beatmaker 3 is the best MPC on the iPad,
Including the
If
MPC.
that ain't shots
Yeah.
fired.
What's that? I'm not mad about it. I mean, like, so Ice Cold Beast kills that.
Oh,
right?
the
Yeah.
MPC
Yeah.
and
Oh, yeah.
Jerry, Jerry Pizzini too.
Yep.
Mhm.
But at the same time, though, if I want to do the MPC on the iPad, Beatmaker 3 all day because it's kind of like a map 1-for-1 for what I see on like the software and on like my live.
Yeah.
I love BM3.
Yeah.
This makes me want to message Rob Victim right now. I know he
Yo.
Come here and start jumping on Koala. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish
Yeah.
Rob could make it. I believe he
Yeah.
works on the weekends though, but I wish he could make it because he been in that iMpc Pro hard body though. Jerry Pizzini uses that shit hard body too. Jerry, what you gonna put up against that? iMachine, stop playing. What you putting against iMpc Pro, people? Let's get into that real quick.
It's iMpc Pro.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't. You know what? I keep it a buck. I use iMpc Pro one time.
Yeah.
Not one time, but that's the amount of times I got a good beat out of it. But it took me mad times to get there. You know what I mean? And that was a long road for
It's
one
not
motherfucker-
easy.
Yeah,
for
it seemed
one
like too
beat.
much work. Yeah. You weren't
I think-
stumbling on something funky real quick, like how you doing Koala. Or Beatmaker 3 even for that matter.
Mm.
There's something about it. It's like the workflow wasn't for me.
Yeah, it's not simple. It's not very self-explanatory when you go in there. It's a
Yeah.
lot of, why did I have to do this to do that? Makes no sense. A lot of things on there makes no sense. I don't care. I'm keeping it real. Like, that's what turned me off from that, because that app has a great sound too. We spoke about that previously, but just I'm not using all of that. Like, I'm not sitting there, and just to time stretch a sample in that is so dramatic. It's not worth it to me. Jerry, don't LOL in here, Jerry. We want to see some iMpc Pro. What it
Hey,
is.
laughing at, bro.
BT said, I'm new to Koala, so I'm learning, just listening. That's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's
Hey, listen, as you get into it, you're gonna love it. Like this just what you can do with it, and you'll see why it's so difficult to choose.
facts.
J-Man said iMpc is the second best easy app to open up and make a beat after Koala.
Hell no, J-Man. Elaborate. Talk to me. Talk to me, J-Man. Family. Shout out J-Man.
Wow.
His fam.
Yeah, chat it up.
And I ain't never seen you on iMpc Pro, J-Man. I had no clue you used it. Maybe you could help me later figure out a problem
Yeah,
I'm
see,
trying to
look,
figure out.
look at CX Produce. Look, I'm an MPC user since the 60, and I still use the MPC, but I can't use the iMPC app.
Right.
Look, I
Yeah.
got my MPC 2000 in 97. I've been using MPC since I got the live, and I've messed around with the 60 and the 3000. I can't mess with that app,
Yo,
I can't do
I
that.
had
Yeah.
I had the 1000 and I had the 3000, and now I got an MPC 1. You know what I mean? And I can honestly say that, like, the iMpc, while you're working on it, it's not reminiscent to me of working on the MPC.
Exactly.
Like,
to me, I don't think it's like it at all. I think you know how a lot of people say that the MPC, the Akai software, could be a little tricky and hard? I think that's way easier than the iMpc Pro app.
Yeah.
Like, when I first ever used the let's say the new software for Akai, it was simple to go in there and figure shit out. But iMpc, you really gotta do some crazy shit, like, to figure shit out with certain things. Like
I said, I got one good joint. It's just that journey to get there. Like, I was like, wow, like I'm already, like, comfortable over here. So you know what, like, I'll go back.
Tamadachi, that's a good point you just brought up. To use iMpc and to bring any sounds in, you have to use the audio copy app. And he says, I just don't like using audio copy, and I get it. Yeah. It's not that it's hard, it's pretty simple, but I don't like being limited to one thing either, like that. Like, and if I did have to be limited, it should definitely be audio share. But don't make us do an audio copy versus an audio share.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
Yeah. Wait, I just saw something up here that Tamadachi said, Effectrix versus Tornado. That's amazing. I'm down for that.
I'm not mad at that.
At all. That's perfect. And he also said iMpc Pro versus iMachine too.
Yeah.
Don't forget, we have other ones that are slept on. We have Beathawk. We have Vateinator. People sleep on that Vateinator. It's a sampler. It's like, you do your drums and shit. It's not all that, but that would be good for something against what I just say? iMachine. That would be good. Or iMpc. And there's another one. What is it? The Arturia. What's the name of that app? Let me find it. Be right back.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
The iSpark or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be good for that. Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, EG Pulse versus Beathawk maybe. The sounds in Beathawk are great. They got some stupid sound packs in there.
EG Pulse.
Yeah.
What else?
Once we got like Synth One, they don't get talked about as much anymore.
I mean, if we get synthesizers,
Synth One.
Yeah, we started since.
Oh, man, you talk about Royal Rumble.
Like more than like 50 or 100 apps.
Facts.
Yeah.
I mean, but we could
pure synth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You know. I'm always gonna bring up my baby Nave. Wild off Nave. Love me some Nave.
Shoot, I'm
Nave is a
Animo.
beast.
Animo
It's
all day
it's
for me.
crazy.
The Mogs, yeah.
Yeah, Animo all day. Yeah, if I go.
So let's
for
do this. Let's make 3 categories. Do we want to see effects next, DAWs, or synths? And everyone down below tell
Word.
us which one out of those categories, and then we'll name some apps for the
There you
next
go.
verses. So it's gonna be either effects, synths, or DAWs. What would you like to see for next verses?
Let us know. Let us know.
Yeah, Jerry Pizzini said song Moving P-Hawk is lame, but the rest is dope.
He's not lying. He's right.
And he said you get some sick drums in there. Like, yo, I would say this much about B-Hawk. Like the sounds that's in there in a store are like this shit is alright. Like like you know what I mean? Like that brass in there is pretty good. All those key groups and stuff like that they selling, like joints is alright, and they pretty cheap. Like, you know,
Yeah.
a couple bucks.
Yeah.
And you catch them on sale, like they you know,
And they always having sales too. Oh, let me make an announcement because I've been waiting for this for like the whole year, and I am so open like a token. But that beat surfing app just came out today.
Wait up, fuck.
Yes.
Say it again. No, you gotta say that
And you
again.
don't have to go back to the 13-year-old
shit.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh shit.
Beat surfing is out, people. Beat surfing, and what if you don't know what that is? That is the new Playgrounds app. Why y'all don't look hype like me? Y'all all just killed my buzz. I hate you, yo.
Sorry, I know what you're talking about.
all your faces were like, really?
It was that open like a
Yeah,
token.
you
thing,
feeling
kinda
yourself,
like,
yo.
I know.
Shit,
Hit
you
me
know?
up. Why do I need to do that? Why do I need to use that?
You never use Playgrounds?
Nah.
All right. You can't bring your own sounds in, so don't get me twisted.
Yeah.
But it's basically a bunch of templates that you open up a template and you can play with their sounds and move things around and do crazy things with it. It's
a
crazy.
Yeah,
It's an app.
Yeah, it's
But-
just like you have all the little like the
Yeah.
like it's just it looks like whatever you, like I don't know how like I've seen like mad different backgrounds on it. I never like got into it, but
Those are
every
all
time
the different templates that you can choose to open with the sounds already in it. And
Mhm.
so it'll be like a circle, a square,
Yeah.
all type of shit. And you can take the square and bing, 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 make a kick, make a big, like you could just go in
Oh,
there and
I
have
got you.
fun. But they took Playground down. They took it off, I think. You can't, I don't know if you can still get it, but I know they stopped
Probably
messing
not.
with it.
Yeah.
And they started working on the second app, which is like the upgraded Playgrounds. It's called Beat
Mhm.
Surfing 2. And it just came out this morning. And it's free right now, so get it, people.
Oh,
Okay.
why you just
I
leave
couldn't
with
wait.
that?
I know, right? Cheese, I should have just been like, yo, it's a free app. Oh, CX the producer, you're not lying. I forgot about my Poison. Poison is dope.
Yeah.
Poison is a powerhouse too. That was one of my first joints. Oh, Finger said, effects go crazy. If Mixbox came out a year early, I
Oh,
wouldn't have had
please, man. A Mixbox. Oh my goodness, that joint there.
Facts.
Styron, yes. Xeon's my shit.
Yeah, Xeon is alright too. I remember, I think you told me to get it, so
Mm-hmm.
I got it and I love that joint.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Tamadachi said we should do effects, sequencers, pattern generators. We can get to that too.
Definitely affects that.
I think.
Yeah,
I think
facts,
the
definitely.
BM3. I think the.
I only mess with one pattern generator. To tell you the truth.
Yeah, I don't really have.
I got what's that joint? Fugue Machine. That's it.
Oh, okay.
I love that joint.
Okay.
That's the
What
only one I
else
mess with. I think I bought another one, but I didn't use it. What's the name? J1. Shout to J1 Star.
Shout out to J1.
Facts,
You
Jay
know.
Bouget. We miss you, Jay.
Yeah. But he had put us onto one, and I think I bought it, but I just never used it.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know.
Okay, so what do we have? What is everyone saying they want to see next? Effects? So I see a lot of synths in this list.
Yeah, I think it's synths. Effects and
Oh yeah.
synths.
So y'all want to do synth next? So what's let's name some of the. All right, so we got our top one: Xeon, Nave. What else? Poison was mentioned.
Animo.
God, but, you know.
And the
Yeah,
model,
they just
what's that
dropped it.
Model D stand?
I'm sorry. Kazar
Model-
says hello, everyone.
Yo, what up,
Be
K-Sar?
good.
I'm a
Yo,
mute.
Jay. K-Sar. So my son, Scooby Snacks.
Sith One was one of them.
Yeah.
I should have had a picture on deck of Kazar so I could just insert his face in there,
Yeah,
right?
Hey, and normally what's crazy is my dog is going crazy when he going crazy.
Well, next live, bro, we're going to gather
Yeah.
our pictures of Ghost and Kazar. And
No, his name is James St. Patrick.
Magellan, yes. Styron, Magellan is the shit. Magellan 2, because Magellan 1 is great too. But then 2
About
came
pure
out.
synth.
Yo, I got so many
Octane,
synths.
yeah.
Did somebody mention pure synth?
I'm gonna be right back because I'm gonna look at the
D1.
synths I got.
Go find them.
Yeah, I got mine right now.
Jeez.
Digital
I
D1,
got.
Animal Z, Digital D1.
Tamadachi says Synth Master 2 is really good. Yeah, all the
Yeah,
audio
that
kit
shit
joints are
crazy.
good too.
See, I got a lot of synths. I got a lot of the old joints that's not even AUV3.
Me too.
Oh, we got Model 15 on our list.
No, we don't. We do now.
I don't know. I don't think so.
We do now.
What's digitalism, right?
Yeah, digitalism is alright.
We
BT, you're right. Octane is not bad at all.
I can't forget about Thor.
Oh,
Even though you
but
can't get it no more.
we can't do it unless you sit there and host the whole versus. You're the only one that got it. I'm mad I can't get that no more.
Thor is sick.
What's e-pianos? Styron? I never heard of that. E-pianos?
The Seaboard joint too. So what's that, 5D? You said that already?
Damn, I'm mad I couldn't get Thor.
Rolly.
Nave, don't forget about Nave. Magellan.
Nave is at the top of my list.
All right, you got Magellan on there.
Sure do.
High
Hold on.
perspective.
What's that, bro?
Oh wait,
no,
Apparillo.
Oh, Apparillo's amazing. I don't know how I forgot about that.
And they got another one. Sugar Bite's got another joint that's crazy.
I'm gonna type these all in there then. Galileo too. I haven't used that forever. Wow. See, this is why I like doing these because we reminding everyone about these apps and they reminding us too. Like this is
all
good.
the stuff we got. We got mad stuff. You know what I mean? Like think about it, man. Listen, the synth in Nano Studio 2 could go up against any synth.
Yo,
I'm
facts.
telling you, yeah.
That shit is
Obsidian
fire.
synth is ridiculous.
I know that's one of your favorites, Safe.
Mm-hmm.
Finger
what
says
else?
sugar
Forgot about
bites
what-
everything.
Audio Kit Synth 1.
Yeah, that joint is fire.
Syntronic.
Molly. No, that's not it.
So people, I'm typing these lists out. Start picking as soon as I'm done. I'll let you know when I'm done.
Did you guys use Primer Synth that much?
Not really, not me.
I don't use it.
Oh,
I think
I'm
I've
sorry.
already used it a few
Octane
times.
and Synth Master 2 is supposed to be separate, but I kind of put it together. My bad. Y'all know though.
Mhm.
Hold on, I'll be right there. I'm gonna find some more sense here.
Oh my God! How did I forget about the Neo Soul
damn it.
keys?
Neo,
That shit's
Neo
amazing.
Soul Keys.
Let me tell you right now, Basilicious, no one's messing
Basilicious.
with it. That's a whole different thing, but no
Yo,
one's messing with it unless you
I
put
used
one
to
against
use-
two.
I used to use the free Basilicious and just like dial in settings every single
That's
time,
right.
and that shit was just fire.
That's right. What was I up to? Model for
analog
digitalism. Octane,
Yeah, I got digitalism.
Thor. What else? Apparillo. And what else we said? I just wrote all the things we said down. Did I miss any? So I got
Oh, facts. Oh, the gadget Sims facts. BT said the
fire.
gadgets. And that's the free joints is fire because them shits you can get busy with those. You know what I mean? Like
right.
you make drums, 808s. You can make any sound. You know what I mean? Like, then you buy it, you download the other joints. Woo.
Basilicious versus Agonizer. I didn't use Agonizer a lot, so I'm not
Agonizer was
sure.
kind of like a
Me neither.
it was kind of like a and that I mean, not that you couldn't turn that LFO off, but it was more like for like that womp 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 sound, kind of, right? I never used it.
I didn't. Fingers, elaborate. What's Agonizer like? You used it.
Oh hell yeah, that ARP Odyssey is.
Yeah, how do we forget that? That's an official ad to the list right there.
all them. Listen,
Yeah.
if you know me, you know Korg is family.
Yo, I remember you used to be on Korg hard.
Man.
No, you don't know. All right, is it like this? Yo, I remember one time my sister-in-law was like, she looked around my room. This is when I was like, when I first started making beats. And she was, and she seen like everything. She was like, "Yo, that Korg, how you say that?" I was like, "Oh, Korg." She was like, "Yeah, you like them, huh?"
Oh, you know what we forgot for synth, right? Stop playing with me. Org 20, 21,
Yeah,
22.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Yeah, I got Org 20.
Remove that K. Org 20. Shout out to Christina Booker. Don't play with me. Shout out.
Man, don't start with that.
Stop right live. Somebody remind me we live. Oh, shit.
Wow.
Oh, all in fun. We love what you're doing.
Nah, I mean, shit, you putting some good piano sounds and everything in there. Like, what you need, and it take MIDI, so.
Word. Don't let. What we gonna have to do is no. Fingers said, turn off the LFO and Agonizer. I don't really use wobble bass much. Bassalicious has one of my favorite electric bass sounds on iOS. Okay.
Yeah, BT said Platinum Sense. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And wasn't Platinum Sense free? Isn't that a free app?
I want to say it was.
I think it was. I think it is.
It
Like,
was.
I don't think they ever charge.
Or was.
But
Let me
I could
see.
be wrong.
I'll look right now.
So what y'all want to see? We doing synths. We'll pick some synths, guys. We just gave you the list.
We gotta put the list up.
Yeah,
I did. I put it
Oh,
in
you
the
did?
chat. Yeah, look at the chat. I have mad names of which ones. They just gotta tell me.
So let everybody go put in their top 3.
All right, everyone, put your top 3 synths you want to see Versi to. That's a good idea, Brian.
Leave it
I
open
just
for, like,
wrote
the
them in the
next
chat.
couple days, too. Leave it open, and then put it on the site, and then you know what I'm saying.
Facts,
Yep.
fingers, gospel music. Yeah, those are good too.
You know what I'm saying? Add them all together. Figure out which top 3, and maybe we'll pick like top 5 out of the top 3 or something.
J-Man.
J-Man, don't do that. No,
Don't
do that.
J-Man. That's what I said.
Bro,
Don't get her started,
Why the
J-Man. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it.
Oh man. All right, so look, I start naming, guys. I see you down there. I just wrote mad. All right, Jerry. So your vote, one of them is Galileo. Is that what you're saying? Cauldron. That's what you want to see. Out of the list I just wrote and typed in the chat. Pick 3 of them people and write them in. Tell us what y'all want us to do next week. Are we doing this next week, guys?
Next week.
Saturday. The next verses. We really don't have nothing else to do. We don't have another.
I mean,
It's
why
up to
not?
you.
I mean, it didn't crash and burn.
Synths are not hard for us to open up, and I think we would
yeah.
have more of a headache with a DAW or. See, I do want to do Effectrix versus Tornado too. Just not next week, but because I want to get into that bag.
I like that.
Tornado. See, I never really dug
But now
into
this
it
gonna
like
give
that.
you the reason to.
I try.
Yo, you would love it. I'm telling you.
I used it one time. That shit was fire. No, that shit was crazy. I used it before because it's AUV3 now, right?
Yep.
And when I used it before, I don't think it was. Maybe it was. I don't even remember. But I know when I used it was crazy.
It took them a while. Styron says Pure Synth versus Synth Master 2. Let me write this down so we know.
Then if anybody that catches this not on the live, be sure to put them in the comments of the video so we can go back and see what you guys' thoughts are, what your matchups are, what you think.
Yeah, we should put a joint in the Instagram poll. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get it. That'd be a nice, easy way to get it done.
Yeah.
So Jerry Pizzini says Cauldron. I prefer Cauldron against what? Which one? Fingers, what's your last what's the last two you want to see? My bad if you okay, I see something. Synthmaster 1 against what? Just so I could jot these down, guys, and we could decide during the week what we're gonna do for you.
The Fingers, put your best gospel app in there. You said gospel musician apps are fire, right?
Those are fire.
Put your best two that other people should know about in there in the chat, please, sir.
That's a good question. Yeah.
Because those shits are fire. They are.
Some people might not know, so let us know. Let us know what are your best ones that everybody needs to know about. Your top 2 or something, maybe top 3 or something.
BT, what's your 2 choices? Who you want to see? I think you said, where were you? Platinum Synth. So who would you want to see that go against? M Wash, what up, family? Core Gadget versus Pure Synth. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Finger says Synthmaster actually could
Versus
be 1 or 2. What he said? Pure Synth?
Synthmaster versus Pure Synth is a good one, he said.
Well, it's looking like Synthmaster 1 is going to be definitely one on the list because people keep bringing that one up. So that's a definite. Word. Versus what, though? We got to narrow it down. Jerry said... What happened, Brian?
Styron said Pure Synth versus Synthmaster 2.
Okay.
Pure Synth, yeah.
Venga said my favorite gospel musician apps is Pure Synth, Baselicious, and MK Sensations Extreme. Says I use MK more than Pure Synth now.
Wow.
Thanks for that, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
I'm gonna get that second one.
Jerry says Magellan 2 versus Cauldron. J-Man says the Animal versus Baselicious. You know that's one of us up here in New York. That's cheesy. Because I'm actually out the way now. I don't hear so many sirens. I miss it, but I miss that in the bodega music. Every now and then I gotta throw on some gunshots in the background.
Listen, I ain't even gonna get into what we was talking about last night on the phone, yo. We
We live.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we can't edit, you know what I'm saying?
We live. Okay, so what are we putting against Synthmaster 1 then? It seems like Pure Synth is the but then we got a lot of Magellans in here too and Cauldrons.
You might have to announce that on like Wednesday.
Yeah, we're not gonna be able to choose today, yo. That ain't happening.
Sample
and we're gonna get more people in the comments as they, get a chance to watch.
Yeah, this is facts. So we will keep you guys posted on what we're gonna do next week. But it is gonna be a synth. Don't worry, we listening. Now, Bri, you gonna count all the shit you wrote down and see who the winner is of this Beatmaker3 versus Koala?
Do we really have to?
Yeah, we need a winner. We're not gonna do a whole versus without a winner or a general consensus.
Yeah, you can't
know
get
what I
up out of here
mean?
without that.
So okay, so from what I saw, when I was going back and counting for like a calculator or something, it'd be Beatmaker3. So Beatmaker3 has the editing. Beatmaker3 has the sequencing. The sampler still could chop and do everything that Koala could do, plus you have more detail. I mean, Koala wins on dirt and for easy use, but I think all in all, Beatmaker3 took the most votes.
Hello. Now, I see a lot of people are mad at me. Well, us for putting these two together. What? Geez, what? I almost said what? Beatmaker's squad. Don't ask me why.
Yeah.
That shit. I stopped at the beat.
Nah. I'm just saying, like, all I'm saying is this is like, and I just saw this in the chat. I said this to you before. I said you could open Koala and Beatmaker3. So like, it's not, like I love Koala.
I cheated.
I'm just saying, like, it wasn't a fair fight, like, but it wasn't. It was like it was like not an unfair fight. It wasn't like David versus Goliath or nothing like that. You know what I mean? To me, it was like two heavyweights. You know what I mean? But like one that's been around, but just just used to like nobody messing with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's just keep it like it is. I mean, styles make fights, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm I'm saying? Shit, that's what it's all about, man. That's what this versus is all about. Styles make fights.
Yeah. Koala, but Koala and Koala Effects, they're definitely a good part of the ecosystem. Whether you like say they want or not, it's something you definitely want to have in your toolbox. Like if you're doing iOS music, there's no reason not to have both of those.
Facts.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Because the thing about Koala just adds to it's an extra, yeah, like you said, it's an extra tool in the toolbox. You know?
And then plus the effects. I mean, if you need to you need to know that you have some silent effects to come out of any DAW whip that's on iOS, Koala effects cannot be beat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, bro.
Yeah, the whole Koala,
right there.
whole Koala
Facts.
package. You know?
All right. One last time, listeners, forgive me if you already did it, but do it again right now, I just out of curiosity and a little bit of fun, I would like to count up the votes. So write down right now what you, like, who said it earlier? If you only had these two and you could only choose one,
I'm doing it right
write
now.
down
Yeah.
your shit right now.
For me?
Everyone.
I gotta put it in the chat.
Everyone should. Even the
Yeah.
listeners.
Yeah,
Yeah, put yours too.
They
I
They're
think.
coming in. Yeah, they're
Uh,
coming in. Uh-huh.
Beatmaker is a squad.
I see three already.
And make sure you guys, if you're checking us out right now, hit the like button. You know, make sure
Please.
you hit the like button for us, yo.
Yeah,
We appreciate you guys being with us
Five.
this afternoon, for real.
We
Yeah,
got
look at
5.
Yeah, it's hands down.
Huh?
It's hands down. You can see who.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's easy.
6, 7.
Yeah, it's a lot. They're all coming in. Koala's a squad.
Yo, you serious,
Is
Fendi?
that-
Wow. That's hilarious.
Dude, they know you. They got to, man. That's like
Hilarious.
the number one form of flattery right here, bro. Like,
No, he said-
it's a squad.
He
Yeah.
said there is no page named that. Well, there you go, bro.
Oh, I was
He said
about
there
to
is
say.
page.
I'm about to start it. Fuck it.
No,
Tomorrow.
underneath though. Yeah, underneath
I'm
he
gonna
wrote there is no.
right now.
Beatmaker3 1. Play with me
Yeah.
if you want.
Yeah.
Play with me.
That was James
St.
St. Patrick's, my
I was
bad.
gonna say, hey, I hear
Yeah, that was a whole different you know, tone.
Inflection and tone, yeah. That's
Mine is
James
that
St.
140, that 140
Wifey's in there,
pound
wifey's in
tone.
there getting on to him for me right now.
K's got the
Mm-hmm.
what the fuck you doing over there, man?
Facts.
But that one, it was like, yo, I told your ass.
Domino, motherfucker. Bam.
Don't you owe me some money too? Hell no. Here you go.
All right, so that's it. Oh, how come I don't see no? Oh, yeah. Okay, it's here. All right, cool. All right, so I think we good. We got a winner. We did our pros and our cons, right? Anybody got anything else they want to add?
Yeah, if
Stay
anybody
focused.
that comes along to listen later on, make sure to hit the like button, hit the notification bell, put your thoughts in the chat, different verses that you would like to see as well, and maybe apps we may have overlooked or forgot about, or may not have, you know what I'm saying, even messed with. So make sure you interact with us. You see, we just like everybody else, having fun, doing what we do.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't all Hollywood or none of that bull. You know what I'm saying? So you can reach out to any one of us at any time. We all got busy lives, but we do our best to get back to everybody when we have the opportunity. So don't come with that bullshit though. Don't come to me with it anyway. I'm gonna just let you know right now. I don't mess with
Oh, we
Don't
got
go
one
with
for
that.
Koala. Styron said, let me get in there.
There's gonna be some more
7
koalas
versus 1.
coming in later, yo. I'm telling you. I'm
7
thinking they're
versus
gonna come in later.
but what he said before too, he made a good point. He said you get depth and I forgot what the other word you said versus ease and immediacy. Like like Koala's ease is easy and you get immediate.
The convenience of it, bro. That alone is crucial. So
Word.
Yeah. Thanks to everybody in the chat right now. And then if you're hearing this later on, make sure you add yourself to the chat and weigh in.
yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, we
Throw your
appreciate
comments
all
in,
you guys. Yeah, we appreciate you joining in. This was
this
dope.
fun.
We look forward to doing it again next week. We're gonna do a bunch of these just to mix things up, keep it a little bit of fun. So we appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe, please. That will help us out.
100%.
And thank you, M. Wash. We appreciate you too, family.
Facts.
Yeah, thanks everybody for coming in and checking us out, man. First time
All
us
right.
doing it live, so you know we're gonna
How
definitely
did we
incorporate
do?
doing
Let
these
us know
more.
how we did.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
over here on my
yeah.
RZA producing shit right now.
Yeah, nah.
I don't know. I think I am switching transitions,
Yeah.
but I'm having fun. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Big
Yeah, you know, we're gonna have some fun here pretty soon on discussing some of these verses, you know, topics too that we normally have on the podcast too. We'll do some of
Facts.
those live too. So
Facts.
because you know, I still want to go assist and, as far as thinking that Jay-Z's just gonna wash Busta Rhymes and some of the salacious things that she be saying. So, but it's cool though.
Oh, you don't want that
We'll get
smoke.
to that.
Cause
We'll get to that.
Yeah,
Wash
I like
Busta,
the
you
smoke.
crazy. Look, see, I'm still mad, ladies and gentlemen, still mad.
As he should
Got me tight with that. When I said, "I'll wash you out of here," you crazy.
You know what's crazy though? We can do that. We can do that without having to worry about YouTube hitting us with copyright. We can do the Busta and Jay verses on our website. Holla at me. We could go live from our shit. We don't need the YT. We appreciate you, YouTube. We sure
Absolutely.
do. But
we don't wanna
have
Yeah,
to-
we ain't trying to have them problems. We don't need them cease and desist letters.
We don't want to cause problems at all.
Right.
Yeah. But yo, hope everybody's having a great weekend out there, man. Make sure you share this with your fellow producers and songwriters and creators alike, man.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? We definitely appreciate the support, y'all. So,
Word.
Word.
And thanks for tuning in again. We out of here, people.
Peace.
We appreciate
have a good
you.
weekend, y'all.
Peace.
She's got that heat, man.